everyone. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a little figure in big band that I think can trip a lot of us up. On my site, we're doing a whole thing on a course on big band covering chart reading, setups, common phrases, people to check out, pitfalls of playing in a large ensemble like a big band. One of the things that I think is crucial about big band is if you really get into it and learn the idiosyncrasies of that language and how to drive an ensemble stuff, I've been amazed at how much that has spilled over into playing pop gigs and playing musical theater gigs and playing with orchestras and playing piano trio. So there's a lot of that language and a lot of the concepts of big band playing because it was so early on in jazz's history that in terms of drums, we still use a lot of that. Like I said, I use it on pop gigs all the time. So what I want to do right now is just show you one short thing. There's a common little over-the-bar phrase that we hear in big band all the time, and there's several versions of it, and it's something that can trip up the horns easily, can also trip us up easily, and over the years, some great drummers like Buddy Rich and Louie Bellson and Sonny Payne and Joe Jones, and they've all come up with a particular little setup that works great for this figure. So for the figure itself, if we just play it on one, is simply 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 4 and 3 and. It's every 3 beats, every 3 eighth notes. Now we do the same figure on the and of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 2, and 1, right? We do the same figure on beat 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and It's a looping dotted quarter note. There is a little thing that you can apply to it, which is basically kind of a 2-to-1 ratio in the setup in your left hand. And what I mean by that is I'm going to play that figure. I'm going to play a 2-bar version of that figure starting on 1. And I want you to listen to the setup I'm going to play in my left hand. And notice how we'll hear 2 eighth notes, then 1 eighth note, and 2 eighth notes, and 1 eighth note. And how that gives the phrase enough room to breathe, but also puts in just enough of a setup to keep the entire ensemble together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The same thing would apply to the other phrases. We might start on 1 and then play 2, for example, for the and of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that little 2-to-1 ratio goes a long way in, like I said, giving enough of the subdivision of the eighth notes in between to keep the band together and keep it swinging, but also doesn't clutter it up with a whole bunch of eighth notes, which can really bog the phrase down. The last thing I'll say is that I played the whole thing in my left hand, which works great, particularly at a fast tempo. You can burn this, and if you just keep it low in your left hand, then you'll still get all that same clean sound that we want without a lot of effort over here, like this. See, as I'm playing it fast, the figures are still clear, and I'm just making it real clear in my left hand. However, when it's slower, feel free to use like when I play the 2 figure, the 2 eighth notes, often I'll go left, right. Excuse me, right, left. And when I do that, it allows my right hand to travel or play a double. And this same concept works if you're playing piano trio, and that little figure is in the bass part. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use it on brushes. You can do it at any tempo, and it's an easy phrase to use. And we just learned it all from the jazz masters that came before us. Hope that helps you with your big band playing, but also just with your playing in general, because this stuff really is applicable in a whole bunch of situations. Okay, thanks so much. Good luck.